What do they have to do with women's empowerment? The reality is, I think they have everything to do with women's empowerment because they are part of the equation in terms of us coming into the world in the first place. And so sometimes they don't understand that again as many other things. Many times we want to treat with the problems that we see as problems, and you would often hear that men are part of that problem. And if they are part of the problem, then I think it's only fair to have them as part of the solution. And I think for us in the Caribbean, increasingly we are seeing that effort towards engaging men and boys in terms of women empowerment, because a lot of the women, even a lot of the feminists, are saying we need to have our players on board. It can no longer be the women alone speaking on their behalf, because we are trying to break barriers where men are dominant, and so the best person to speak to them in many situations are the men themselves. So what we have been doing is to try to work with a cadre of men, keep increasing that cadre as we go along. Men who could come out as spokespersons on behalf of women, on behalf of men themselves, so they are really like championing the change on behalf of women. Basically that's it, because up till last week at the workshop I was in Grenada, we spent 3 days actually discussing the very same issue. The issue of men and masculinities, how that affects gender equality, how that affects women's empowerment, and whether there is any connectivity between all of that, gender equality, men's empowerment, and the study of masculinities. And we have been seeing a lot of men coming out and saying, well, I didn't understand this, or I didn't understand that the whole issue of patriarchy, but now I'm understanding how it has affected women's advancement. And then you find, on the other hand, you find a lot of men saying, well, women, you have gotten this far, you have achieved so much, what else do you want? So it's always all this dilemma to work out in terms of if women are to advance, who should be the spokesperson for them? How do they treat with the change? How do they bring partners on board, stakeholders on board, to be a part of that change process?